was ripping off the plaster. You won't let me tempt disaster in the aftermath of all I've put you through. The pearly gates, the angel Gabriel awaits me. He won't judge and he won't hate me. He won't look me in the face. He'll just tell me I'm a waste. Say, my son, you've been too hasty with your life. Will you remember me? When death comes to call, will you remember me? Through the graveyards and tombstones and kind words and eulogies, will you remember me?
What do these parents have in common? Hester Stewart was a 21-year-old award-winning medical student who died after consuming a combination of alcohol consumed at an awards dinner and GBL given to her by a friend. Louise Cattell was a 21-year-old talented artist who drowned in the bath after taking more ketamine than her body could cope with. Freddy McConnell was an 18-year-old talented musician who took Mephedrone and eventually died from heroin. Amy Winehouse, a world-class performer who took drugs and eventually lost her battle with alcohol.
She was an amazing person. She just lit up people's lives.
She was brilliant. She was bubbly, fun.
We were cheerleaders together. We were side bases, and Hess and I were nicknamed Team Blonde.
There was no shelter.
She'd been out for an awards night and they'd had a few glasses of alcohol during the dinner.
Hester went home from that evening and took what was then a legal high called GBL. She fell asleep, fell into a coma and never woke up, and I never saw my best friend again.
Louise was 21 years old. She had her whole life ahead of her. She was a graduate from the London School of Fashion.
Louise was my little sister. I really loved her.
She was just amazing. She was very funny, very talented.
Louise was having a dinner party with some friends. Then she took ketamine.
And she couldn't get to sleep. She took a bath and she died.
I think we first got very worried about him when he was about 13 and he started experimenting with amyl nitrate. He was thrown out of school at 14 and he never went back into education.
I think he tried a skunk, I think he tried all sorts of things. The thing that really got him was MCAT. It's poisonous stuff, and he didn't want to eat, and he got argumentative, he got difficult, he got violent, he was nothing like the Freddy that we'd known. He just destroyed himself, and I couldn't do anything to stop it.
He left no time to regret.
Well, I always knew she was special in terms of, forget about the singing, there was something about her. She had an understanding from a small child, and she was very special.
Since the death of her daughter, Hester, as well as campaigning, Marion Stewart consulted a group of world-class experts known as the Angelus Advisory Board to quantify the problem.
People who present to hospital A&E departments don't necessarily know what it is that's put them there. So we need laboratory services in order to find out what the chemical is.
With ketamine, which is an anaesthetic, we're seeing all sorts of problems around the bladder. For mephedrone, which is a stimulant, we're seeing people describe psychosis, we're seeing people describe personality change. With GBL or GHB, we're seeing severe dependence.
To call an ambulance costs £400, a night in hospital is £500, a night in ITU is about £2,000.
The Sainsbury Foundation, which is very hard-nosed and realistic about its costings, has shown that these young people cost £1 million up until their age of 30 due to use of public resources, the crime, the benefits, the lack of contribution to society.
Amy had the heart of a lion, or a lioness. She never gave up on anything. And I'm her dad. I've got the same heart, and I'll never give up.
I feel the luckiest parent in the world to have been Freddy's mum. He was my son, and I loved him completely.
She was so talented, and it's just such a waste. The last thing I said to her was, "Louise, I'm so proud of you."
Think of Louise tonight. She was sunshine. Fallen angel.
Hess would never have wanted us to have to go through this. It just never gets better.
Something so stupid took her life away and took her away from me and her family and the whole world.